April 6th today. A little bit colder out. We're going to try to get our food plots in. Just doing a frost seeding today. Center Stage Primal by Millward Seeds. We get this in. We got a couple days left of frost. Average temperature has probably been about 35. So hopefully it's been getting down into the 20s at night. So we're going to overseed what we planted last year, and then we also are going to run a little bit of the Elevate in our fall food plots just to kind of cover up the weeds and stuff. So we're going to get those out, get some max rack out, and get some spring work done. It's finally nicer weather, so let's go. Come on, dude.
What up, Spur? What you been up to?
Shooting my bow today, fixing some arrows.
You?
Just working my life away. You got a second?
Yeah, man, what's up?
Obviously, I know we've been talking about the season, just getting everything ready to go. You drew an Iowa tag, didn't you?
Sure did. Getting ready for it.
Sweet. Okay, about that. This is the last kind of news that obviously I wanted to drop. Obviously, I know you drew your Iowa tag, but I know Mom and me have been talking back and forth and such like that, but Mom's officially decided that she's putting the farm up for sale for winter.
Oof. Okay. I need to get the stands and stuff down, or?
As much as I would love to tell you no, yeah, we're gonna have to get the stands down.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's gonna look different this year. We'll just have to pivot, and I guess that's all part of the story too. Yeah. All right, buddy. Well, thanks for calling, and we'll get in touch.
Yeah, we'll get a game plan going. We'll stay in touch.
All right. Thanks, man.
All right, man.
So Jeremy just called. It is November 14th, and his mom was putting the farm up for sale. It's been on the market for a while, and she has not got a lot of hits on it, so not exactly what everyone had hoped for. She was hoping to get out of there before the winter, but the good news is, for us anyways, he called to tell us that we are going to have one more opportunity to hunt the farm this year. We don't have hardly any stands in working condition. We didn't plant anything out there. We don't have any cameras. I shouldn't say that. There might be some cameras that are working from last year yet, but we're kind of going in blind. That's all right. Kind of old school. This farm we've been hunting for 6-7 years now, and I guess we can get one last memory out of it. So.
If you push, I'm defiant, just try it. It is bound to get violent when you walk this way. I won't stop until you're down in your grave, with a couple of your friends to keep you company. At the moment's notice, I'll be swinging the blade, saying, look at this beautiful mess I made. When the enemy is at your door, you better hold that line. When you find out what they're looking for, you better roll the dice. I was raised in the shadows, nothing else even matters. When the enemy is at your door, you better hold that line. I won't stop until you're down in your grave, with a couple of your friends to keep you company. At the moment's notice, I'll be swinging the blade, saying, look at this beautiful mess I made. When the enemy is at your door, you better hold that line. When you find out what they're looking for, you better roll the dice. I was raised in the shadows, nothing else even matters. When the enemy is at your door, you better hold that line. When the enemy is at your door, you better hold that line. When you find out what they're looking for, you better roll the dice. I was raised in the shadows, nothing else even matters. When the enemy is at your door, you better hold that line. I came from the mud. There's dirt on my head. Trying to get me out of the mud. When it rains, chasing on the sleepless night. Will you find me when the sun
Scowt Stories would like to thank these great sponsors.
All right, it's early December, and we came out here initially, and the stand we wanted to go to, the way we access it, they must have put a house out there, so this is kind of a little sketchier wind, but the deer are bedding behind us to the south. We got a wind blowing from the south. Where they feed is actually to the north, so it's not ideal, but we're gonna make it work. We got a lot of our black wing sets out. Mask us a little bit. Took extra sun precautions. Walking in, I seen a lot of good fresh bucks on it. The money cams had a couple little bucks come through here yesterday, so fingers crossed they didn't spawn. Rain, so it might make the roads interesting. I think it should be a good night. Weather's perfect. I think the bucks will come out and check their scrapes. Fingers crossed. Let's go.
Head to our tree stands about here after 2 o'clock. Just about the property here. Kind of an abnormal day out. It's 60 degrees in December, about 58. It's been freezing cold for about 2 weeks. So it's weird. Everything's locked up water-wise. And the Earcast shows it's supposed to be a bad night. We got west winds, but can't kill them from the couch, and it's not like it's going to be miserable in the stand, so we'll give it a whirl and see if we can't get one down here.
So Jeremy just called us. We got a little break in the season here, and he has a break from work. So we are going to head over to Iowa tomorrow and try to get a stand set in this area I've been looking at for the last 6 years. I've always thought it was a great spot. Then, after that, I have to shave my beard. And I know you're thinking, why would you shave your beard when it's about to get cold? If you didn't know this, I ref high school basketball, and in December, it's high school basketball time. So, shaving the beard, loading the stands, heading out to Iowa and move this stand. Alright, just got back to the truck. It was too dark out there to get much done. I wanted to get down and get to the truck before it got any darker. Pretty good shot. These deer came in the alfalfa field and got to basically the creek line and turned around and then went basically right where we set our new stand. So worked out really good. I called Jeremy right away to see if he'd come out and help me at least find the deer. I don't know if it ran across the creek or not. It definitely went towards the creek. It gets a little sketchy back there, so I don't think he went too far.
Looks good. What do you think, Katie? Right belly up on the hill. Shot. Oh man, left a mess. Came out tonight. Pretty cold temperatures, 6 degrees, little wind. Last opportunity we come out in Iowa closes this week, so we had 3 deer come in. 40-yard shot on this guy. Super happy. We put in the hours this year to get a buck. Had about 30 sits out here. Jeremy and I came out early December, moved that stand because the deer had been working that trail pretty good. They came weirdly to the corner there and hit the corner and came back for some reason. So had a tight window, 40-yard shot. He didn't run 60, 70 yards. So we're gonna get them loaded up, get them home, hung up, cleaned up, and end of the season. So thanks Jeremy and Katie for helping out and helping find them. It was a pretty easy tracking job.